Well, hello and welcome to another Larry's Orchids repotting video. Today we're going to be repotting our Phalaenopsis orchid. We have a beautiful specimen here that definitely needs to be repotted, so hopefully you're going to enjoy this episode and learn something so that you can get your Phalaenopsis orchid repotted and growing again to its proper standard. So the first thing you're going to need for this repotting is you're going to need snippers to snip the pot. You're going to need a growing medium. We have a medium bark growing medium. This is just a chipped bark, and it allows the plant to grow freely, and it also allows the water to drain freely through, but still absorb a little bit into the medium so that it can stay close to the roots, but not too close so that the roots rot. So you want that nice, well-draining medium so that your orchid can grow properly. The next thing you're going to want to need is the next size up pot. This is a 6-inch pot. It is currently growing in a 4-inch pot. So you don't want to just jump a pot size. You want to stick pretty close because the orchid here likes to have its roots nice and compact with the growing medium. So that's why you don't want to just jump a pot size up. So the first thing you're going to do is, as always, take your next size up pot, fill it with just a little bit of growing medium, about 2.5 to 3 inches of growing medium, not a whole ton, but just so you have something in the bottom so that the orchid isn't completely buried here. Then you're going to take your orchid and obviously make sure it's not in bloom. If it's in bloom, make sure you wait till it's done blooming, because anytime you repot your orchid and it's still in bloom, it's going to stress the plant out and it's going to cause the orchid to drop its flowers. You don't want to do that. Make sure you just wait. Once it's done, you can then begin repotting your orchid. Also, another reason why we left the inflorescence on is because a lot of times people say to cut it off. However, there's two different thoughts with this. One is if you leave it on, it can create a kiki, which is a second plant, and that's great. Or other people say to cut it off because it just does not look the best on the plant here. So we're going to make sure you always remember to do not sacrifice the plant over the pot, sacrifice the pot over the plant. So you're going to notice that there are roots growing in the bottom here. These roots you don't want to risk ripping off, so we're going to cut the pot out. And that way you never risk ripping any roots or damaging any that don't need to be damaged. We're going to cut down one end and cut down the other end. And this plant desperately needed a repotting. It was pushing its way out of the pot here. All right. So now that you have the pot cut, you can simply butterfly the pot open and pull the plant out. So then, like all orchids, you want to tickle the roots to get the growing medium to drop out. Once you've tickled the roots, you're going to notice that there is no more excess bark here. It's going to be free of all its growing medium, and now we can continue with the fresh growing medium. So you're going to want to position the plant upside down and make sure you put some growing medium in that hole there, because having any air gaps is not good for a Phalaenopsis orchid. So then you're going to take it, stick it in the pot. We've simply just positioned it right in the pot there. And then you're going to backfill and stuff. Phalaenopsis orchids like their growing medium to be about a 1-to-1 ratio. You want about 1 part roots to 1 part growing medium, and that's a good ratio for your plant. Just continue stuffing it in and rotating and stuffing it in and rotating. And the best part about these clear pots that we do sell on larrysorchids.com in a 5-pack is that you can see the growing medium, so you know if you have any gaps, you know if you have any air pockets, and you can also check the status of the roots to see if it needs to be repotted. Just keep poking it in, and it takes a while, but you're going to have a good healthy plant when you're done. Well, that's just about it for this repotting video. I hope you enjoyed on how to repot your Phalaenopsis orchids properly. And if you did enjoy and learn something new, make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the other cool things we're doing on this channel. And if you have some friends that are into growing Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to share this video with them. I think they will love it. And if you saw anything on this video that you enjoyed, make sure to check out www.larrysorchids.com so you can see all that we have to offer and you can see everything that we've featured on this episode. And as always, this is Luke from larrysorchids.com reminding you that we are the one-stop shop for all your orchid and tropical needs. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye.